Hi guys, welcome back to Jyoti classes, and today we will be solving question number 9 and 10. Okay, since we have started the series of atomic and molecular physics, and today's questions are also based on atomic and molecular physics which are asked in the GATE exam. Okay, now let's start with the first question. The first question is asked in GATE 2012, and so let us read the question. The question states that the equilibrium vibration of frequency for an oscillator is observed at 2990 centimeter inverse. The ratio of the frequency corresponding to the first and the fundamental spectral line is 1.96. Corresponding the oscillator is an anharmonic, the anharmonicity or constant. Okay. Here they are asking us the anharmonicity constant, that is xi. They are asking us the xi. In the one of my video, in some question I have told you to remember them. What are the direct values of the vibrational constants in fundamental band, first overtone, second overtone, and the third overtone. So this question is also based on that. So here I will be writing the direct value of the first, what is the first spectral line in an vibrational frequency. So let me represent it as delta nu 1. Delta nu 1 is omega e 2 omega e minus 6 omega e xc. This is for the first overtone. And for the fundamental band, for the fundamental spectral line, I will represent it as delta nu naught. That is omega e minus 2 omega e xc. This is for the fundamental. This is for the fundamental band. Okay. Since they are asking us they have given the ratio of the first and the fundamental spectral line is given. In this question, you have just simply have to take the ratio of these two values, that is delta nu 1 by delta nu naught. That is 2 omega e minus 6 omega e xc divided by omega e minus 2 omega e xc. The value of this is already given in the question, that is delta nu 1 by delta naught is 1.96. Substitute the value here and do the further simplification in such a way that you will get the value of xc. Okay, just cross multiplying those values, omega e minus 2 omega e xc, that is equal to 2 omega e minus 6 omega e xc. Okay, simplify this equation, you will get the value of xc is 0.02. Okay, so option B is the right answer. Now moving on to the next question, and this question is asked in GATE 2013. Okay. In a normal Zeeman effect experiment, spectral splitting of the line at the wavelength, they have mentioned the wavelength, and that is 643.8 nanometer, corresponding to the transition, that is phi 1d to phi 1p of the cadmium atom is observed. The spectrometer has a resolution of 0.01 nanometer. Minimum magnetic field needed to observe this. Okay, in my last question number, I think 7 and 8, I think, in that I have given a very important formula regarding this for this question, that is delta lambda is equal to lambda square by c into EB by 4 pi m. Okay, in the given question you will get to know the value of lambda, that is 643.8 nanometer, that is equal to 643.8 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter, and they have mentioned the resolution, that is nothing but delta lambda, where delta lambda is 0.01 nanometer, that is 0.01 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Substitute this value in the given equation and they are asking us the magnetic field. Just find the value of B, that is delta lambda C by lambda square E into 4 pi m. Okay, these are the remaining things. Just substitute these values, where delta lambda is 0.01 into 10 to the power of minus 9, whereas C is 3 into 10 to the power of 8, where 4 pi, what is the m value? Mass, that is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31, whole divided by given lambda value is 643.8 into 10 to the power of minus 9, the whole square, into E value, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay, substitute all these values and you will get the answer for this question as B is equal to 0.52 Tesla. So option B is the right answer. Thank you guys.